Welcome to Selectory, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the 10 best anime series on Netflix. Once a niche artistic interest, anime is now one of the leading styles in animation, attracting fans of every age and nationality. With so many anime titles on Netflix, there's no shortage of content to enjoy. However, many viewers can get overwhelmed with the number of series to choose from. We've done the hard work and chosen from a diverse selection of hidden gems that you'll want to watch. From beloved classics to next wave anime brilliance, here are the 10 best anime on Netflix. Number 10, Castlevania. In the popular animated series Castlevania, as if the lack of medical advances and murderous diseases weren't enough, the world now faces the prospect of bloodthirsty hellbeasts bent on destroying innocent humans. The pilot episode of the show, as an entry point into this world, thrusts audiences into Dracula's castle. It follows Lisa, a human who is interested in scientific discovery. The show teases out an origin story of an intellectual partnership between Dracula and Lisa that will sustain the entire franchise. Richard Armitage brings a slight dry humor and fallen nobility to Trevor's quest. He helps pave the way for Trevor's redemption story, which he's hurtling toward. But the true standout of season 1 is Matt Frewer, whose performance of the Bishop is full of theatricality. The character, defined by his ability to prey upon people's insecurities, is played with what is appropriate for the villain. Every fan of bloody monster hunting, magical mages, vampires, and fictional worlds will want to give Castlevania a try. It is an incredibly popular show with loads of people already watching and talking about it. There's a good chance that you will definitely enjoy this series. Number 9, Erased. Erased started out as a very interesting anime. It already had gained some recognition on just the first episode. But then episode 2 aired and it became a rising star on my anime list. By the third episode, it was already in the top 20 on the website. With the release of episodes 4 and 5, it knocked down some big names in its path to reach the top 10, an impressive feat for such a new show. The pacing may be a little fast for some, but it is still excellent for a 12-episode anime. With its lovely soundtrack and voice acting, along with beautifully rendered scenes, this anime brings the manga to life. Erased is one of the best anime of 2016, if not of all time. It is suspenseful, clever, and intriguing. The tension builds with every episode, and it's great for those who enjoy murder mystery, psychology, mind games, and supernatural powers. Even so, the ending may disappoint those who were expecting a red herring, but those who've read the manga won't be surprised. The characters are well developed, and throughout it is tense and engaging, which makes it a quality anime. Number 8, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion has been returning for a second life on Netflix, after a couple decades of being legally unavailable. The show is fascinating to watch now, because it is interesting to see what a newer generation of people think about it. But the most fascinating aspect is the world it has been released back into. The anime always had a message, and in the past 2 decades since its first televising on TV Tokyo, it has become the perfect anime for this day and age. The series is thematically about the awful courage needed to stop an apocalypse, and what the people charged with protecting everyone else must cope with. This series is loved by both its viewers and critics because it's a dense work of psychological fiction, and it also has the artistic merit to back it up. In 1995, when it was released, the Western world was in a stable and prosperous state. Japan, on the other hand, had recently undergone a terrorist attack and an earthquake. In the midst of doomsday fear, this would have felt like just the beginning. Evangelion is Hideaki Enno's masterpiece, and it deeply explores the concept of depression, catastrophic events, and the cost of saving the world. Number 7, Code Geass. Code Geass takes place in a dystopian world, after Japan's conquest by the Britannian Empire, who had powerful new weapons of war, the nightmare frames. They stripped Japan and its people of all rights and freedoms, renamed the country Area 11. Lelouch is a Britannian prince, who was once next in line for the throne, but he gave up his rights after his mother was murdered, and vowed to destroy his father's empire. When Lelouch gets the power of Geass thanks to the mysterious girl Cece, he becomes the leader of the resistance movement, the Black Knights. He seeks revenge for his mother, and wants to create a world in which his sister Nunnally can live happily. Code Geass is a story of wars, and as such, tragedy and drama are inevitable. Just like in war, there are no real good or evil characters, but everyone has their own motivations. Betrayal and changing sides, lies and deception are around every corner, as well as plot twists and character development. The animation is fantastic and the mecha action is top-notch. There are moments where the animation is very clean and cold, but it suits the world it creates, resulting in a very powerful anime. For those looking for an emotional ride, this is the anime. Number 6. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Japanese animation is capable of dazzling, delighting, and captivating with gorgeous worlds. Uninitiated viewers, however, may feel as if they are on a roller coaster ride. This might be shocking to you, but the Demon Slayer franchise has generated more than $2.6 billion. The feature film, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, has made its way to the top of the box office. Despite being released during the pandemic, it is already the highest grossing Japanese film ever. Non-fans of the series might have a hard time understanding what is going on. However, the movie is based on a part of the manga that is later in the series, after 26 episodes of the TV show. If you find yourself wondering, why is that little girl in a box? Or I thought he was asleep, how is he fighting now? There is no way to divine the answers without knowing the story. The visuals of the series are very fluid and detailed, thanks to the layout artists who painted beautiful environments with lots of textures. The action is fun and character specific, and enjoyed by all. As one would expect from an anime this popular, the creativity is off the charts. The character design is particularly impressive and creepy, with demons that are goosebumps inducing. Anime lovers should definitely watch this. Number 5. One Piece. The series starts with a young boy named Luffy, who desires to become the one and only king of all pirates, and find the world's greatest treasure. The first episodes lay the foundation for the story. The main character is introduced, along with many other interesting characters. On his way, Luffy meets so many characters that he ends up adding to his crew, each with their own intense and captivating background story. There is not a single character in this series that is boring. Everyone, from the friends to the foes, is either adorable, tragic, or despicable. They're all interesting. In later episodes, important events and story twists are often shown in visually beautiful and unreal environments. This is done stunningly, and it helps to make the already fantastic story even more awe-inspiring. One Piece is one of the most, if not the most enjoyable and diverse anime series you can find. It's remarkable in pretty much every area you can think of. It's also one of the longest running anime series out there, and its staying power is unmatched. We recommend this anime to anyone who has time and appetite for adventure. If you're not sure whether to watch it or not, just try out 10 episodes and see if you want to continue on with the story or not. We promise you won't regret it. Number 4. Hunter x Hunter. Gon Freaks is a young boy who lives on an island called Whale Island. He learns from Kite that his father, who Gon was told was dead, is actually alive as one of the world's most famous hunters. Gon's father risks his life to search for rare objects, living creatures, and treasure around the world. Gon decides to set out in the world and become a professional hunter. To do this, he needs to pass the hunter examination, where he meets 3 other applicants, Kurapika, Leorio, and Killua. What will Gon do to pass this difficult examination and meet his father? If you want to watch anime that will keep you on the edge of your seat, check out Hunter x Hunter. The story might seem cute at first, but dark themes become more obvious as the plot unfolds. The characters are refreshingly unique and well developed, with the show being willing to test them psychologically in a way that not many anime are willing. The fights in this anime are intense from the very start, and as the series progresses they often become more violent and extreme. All in all, this is a show that true fans of Japanese art should not miss. Number 3, Attack on Titan. Large colossal creatures called Titans roam the world, obliterating any human in their paths. These Titans are typically several stories tall, seem to have no intelligence, and devour human beings for pleasure rather than as sustenance. Humanity was on the verge of extinction when they were saved by living behind very high walls, even taller than the biggest of Titans. Flash forward to the present and this city hasn't seen a Titan in a long time. Teenage boy Eren and his foster sister, Mikasa, see something horrible as the city walls are destroyed by a huge Titan that appears from thin air. In the midst of a city plagued by Titans, the 2 kids stay horrified, watching as their mother is eaten alive. The young boy vows to kill every Titan he encounters and take revenge for all of mankind. This series has so many twists and turns, shocking revelations and heartbreaking moments, all spiced with incredible voice acting, beautiful visuals, and on top of it all, a stunning soundtrack. The story is so compelling and gripping, it's impossible to stop watching. With every episode you watch, the series grows larger and more intense, while you find yourself on the edge of your seat. Behind the thrilling action and captivating plot, there is a deeper meaning about humanity, war, and moral dilemmas. This is a thoughtful, exciting, and most of all a masterpiece of our time. Number 2. Death Note. A successful and brilliant student, Light, stumbles upon the Death Note, which will kill anyone whose real name he writes down on it, provided that Light knows their face. While he's killed other criminals and met up with the Shinigami who wrote the Death Note, he continues to experiment with the rules. These criminals' deaths are not ignored. The detective L has been trying to uncover the identity of Light, or Kira, for some time now. Whoever finds the other's identity first will be the winner in this fierce power struggle. This story is full of interesting characters, and spans a few years. What's fascinating about the evolving character of Light is his views on morality and justice. The whole series is about struggles of wits, mind games and traps. In each episode, viewers are told the rules of the killing game, rules that the police need to figure out in order to solve the puzzle and capture Light. The popularity of the series is probably due to its intellectual nature. It's so engaging and challenging that it constantly has the audience guessing what will happen next, and wondering what move Light will make. Even if you're not a manga or anime fan, you should watch Death Note. It's a classic anime that will keep you watching until the very end. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. Edward and Alphonse Elric are two brothers who lose their mother to an incurable disease. They try to use taboo knowledge to resurrect her, but the process fails. The price for using this dark power is high. Edward Elric loses his left leg, while Alphonse Elric loses his entire body. Edward takes a huge risk when he sacrifices his arm to save his brother. Luckily, he receives metal limbs in replacement for his lost ones, with the help of a family friend. Edward vows to find the Philosopher's Stone in order to return the brothers to their original bodies. He is willing to do anything, including becoming a state alchemist, in order to accomplish this goal. The immense cast of characters is what makes this series great. They each have their own unique lives and stories, and they all contribute to the story in different ways. The author deserves credit for managing all these storylines and characters in such a seamless and elegant way. It also has a cleverly designed plot, filled with humor, action, and tragedy. The animation and art are top-notch. From the beautiful storyline to the wonderfully edited sequences, this show will keep you interested. We're sure you will laugh, cry, and get angry a few times while watching it. If you watch only one anime in your life, make it Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one. And thank you so much for watching.